Hello, my name is Regina. Welcome to my channel. It's called The Spirit Within. And today I want to talk about take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I think that's kind of an overrated topic. I think it's associated with kind of like taking care of yourself in the aspect of, oh, this is sage too. But taking care of yourself in the aspect of, oh, I'm gonna get my hair and nails done. I'm gonna go to the spa. I'm gonna do this and that. That's all fine and well. That is good to do for yourself. But when I say take care of yourself, I think it's a little bit more to it than that, and it affects a lot more of yourself as well as the people around you and just people around the world in general when you take care of yourself in a different kind of way. So take care of yourself in a way of take care of the way you think, the way you act, the way you be, your spiritual well-being. Taking care of yourself, focusing on your dreams, your aspirations, your lifestyle, the things that you like to do, the things that you are interested in doing. Um, Taking care of yourself within that aspect, because all of those things affect your happiness. It affects how you communicate and interact with your family and friends and the world around us. And it overall affects the happiness of your life, the wholeness of your life, the level of fulfilledness that you experience in your life. And I learned that because I've been going through that and making some changes in my life. So I just wanted to express that to some other people that may not have considered their inner being and how it is affecting their outer being. And when you take care of your inner being, it'll have a positive impact on your outer being, your life, anything that you're manifesting, whether it be job, career, business, relationships with your children, your family, your husband, your wife, your partner, whomever it is. um, Taking care of your spiritual being, your mental being, your whole being, is gonna enable you to live a more happier, a more successful life. So how I do that is by, well, first of all, off you can read a lot of books and find out more information about what I'm talking about. But if you just want to give yourself a good start, it's just changing the way you think. Anything that is not serving a purpose in your life that keeps crossing your mind, you have to change that. So anything negative that's not serving you, anything that's coming across your mind, and we all have these thoughts, anything that's coming across your mind that you do not value or you don't want to experience or may make you feel, negatively, then you have to change those thoughts, change those emotions. And it's not the easiest thing to do, but it is possible if you are consistent and persistent in doing it. So when you think something negative, you have to change that and think something positive. You have to definitely first, if you have negative perspectives or an outlook on yourself, like if you think I'm not good enough, if you think I live in a certain environment or I'm going through a certain situation and this is all that there is, if that's how you think, then you have to start there and change that. So you have to work on building yourself up, letting yourself know that you are more than capable of anything and accomplishing anything that you seek or desire here on this earth. That's first and foremost. You have to show that love for yourself and know that you are worthy and you are capable and you are enough just as you are. And when you start there, it will enable you to be able to branch off and do a little bit more. Change the way you think about your environment, change the way you think about your family and friends, or a situation that you may not like. Because the thing about it is life is happening to all of us, not just you or me. It's all about how we react, how we handle the situation, how we communicate. It's all in that isn't all about how we interpret it and how emotional we are in that situation. You have to take your emotions out of it. And I know that that can be hard to do as well, but it is possible. And think logically and just think clearly about what in this situation can I do to make a better impact on myself and on the people around me or the community around me. That's it. You just have to want more. You just have to want positivity in your life. You have to want peace. There's nothing anybody else can do that is going to put any of those things into your life. It just isn't. It has to come from within. So you have to be peace if you want peace. You have to be wealth if you want wealth. You have to be happy if you want happiness. It's just the same thing. You have to be that which you seek out. And in order to be that which you seek out and what you desire, you have to practice it if you have not been being it, throughout your life. So if I want to be a millionaire, or if I want to be a positive person, or whatever, I have to practice being that. I'm not just gonna wake up tomorrow and say, "Oh, yeah, I'm just changed and it's over and I'm just whoever I want to be." No, you're gonna have to work at it. You're gonna have to work at changing your mind. You got to work at changing your life, however you want to do it, but you have to do it. And it will be beneficial and worthwhile once you get started. But you have to definitely get started to change your inner being to change your outer being. Period. It's no different than going to college. You go to college to get a degree. You sit there, you're studying and whatnot for year after year after year to get what? The degree. I'm just telling you to do it for yourself. Study, rehearse, practice to advance yourself. Just that simple. Love yourself, love your peers, show love for people, and especially showing love for yourself. Taking care of yourself is a form of leadership, because the thing about it is, if you cannot lead yourself and govern yourself accordingly, how in the heck you going to be able to do anything for anybody else? You got to start with self. Everything starts with self. We've been living our lives out here trying to tell other people what to do and how to live, when that's not even working. It doesn't work. You have to govern yourself accordingly. You have to do what's in the best, do and be what's in your best interest. And if that other person decides that they want, okay, well, that person is doing good. Let me see what they're doing so I can be similar to them and I can get the things that they have, and reap those benefits as well. We see other things and then we say, hey, we're curious about it. Okay, how can I get more similar to that? Because that sounds like a good idea. That will work for me. People will see that you've changed, and it will make them want to change as well. That's how people change. Nobody changes by anyone forcing them to do it. Nobody changes by you beating them and this and that. Even if you do, it might be temporarily for a minute. They're just not doing it because they don't want to get hit or something like that. It's not genuine. So genuine change comes from within. So you have to start within to change. Also, changing and thinking about yourself and making those changes within will allow you to be more introspective. And as you are more introspective, you are able to look within yourself and see if there's something that you need to fix or change, and then make the appropriate changes based on your well-being. What's a more healthier option for you? But if you don't even consider what your thoughts are and your actions are, and the things that you're doing and how you're showing up in the world, you're not even considering that, then you won't even know anything about it. You're not going to even have that desire to change. So pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to what you're doing, pay attention to yourself. Focus on yourself, take care of yourself. That way you can make the necessary changes that will better your life. Your life. Taking care of yourself will yield a more calm, happy, and aligned person, aligned with spirit. And breathe. We don't talk about breathing that often. Well, not the people I know, because it's just natural. But there is a way to breathe. You got to take some deep breaths sometimes. Sometimes you just have to take a few deep breaths and relax. That's self care. That's taking care of yourself. Your cells need it. Your mind needs it. Everything that's flowing within you needs this oxygen. So take some deep breaths sometimes. It don't take but a minute. Blow it out. It makes you feel a lot better. Meditate, even if it's for 5 minutes or so. Start wherever you are, not where someone else is. You don't have to, it doesn't have to look like how someone else does it. Start where you are, take a class or whatever you need to, or don't take a class. Go sit in your own room, sit for a couple minutes, and just try to control your thoughts, lessen them, or even just focus on something. Focus on some music, focus on whatever you can do to provide a level of stillness for yourself. And as you continue to do it, it'll get easier and easier, but you got to start with that as well. So that's why I say start 5-minute meditation or something. Just start somewhere, just to get yourself. And in that moment, breathe, take some deep breaths, and just focus on something. Focus on some water that you might hear outside. Focus on a dog barking. Focus on a sound bowl, some music that you might get on YouTube, meditation music. But you need that time to sit and clear your mind, even if you don't feel like your mind is clear during that time. It is helping you. So I would say meditation as well is a level of self-care and taking care of yourself. And as you change your inner being, your outer being will change as well. You will start to look at things differently. You will start to look at yourself differently. You will start to have a level of not only acceptance for yourself, but others and their differences. And sometimes, even if they have differences or somebody just working your nerve, it won't work your nerve as much as it used to because you don't have the same energy. You're not giving it the same energy. You're not directing all your attention and emotions to something that is not serving you because you have thought about these things and you understand that the way you think affects your life. The way you think and how you feel affects your manifestations, the things that happen in your life, the people that you draw into your life. Your mind, if the way you think, it affects all of that. So you want to keep it at a high vibration and positive. And when you have that at the forefront of your mind, your spirit is going to continue to remind you, hey, that's a negative thought. We need to change that. It's going to, you keep practicing it and you thinking consciously about the way you think and you feel every single day. You're going to start telling yourself and correcting yourself when you're going in the opposite direction, when you're going in a direction that is not serving, is not for your highest good. And you'll be able to change that, or you'll be able to take a minute. Someone getting on your nerves at work, you'll be able to take a minute. Let me go sit down in this bathroom for a couple minutes and breathe, so that I can not allow this person to take my energy and make it negative. Not allow someone else or something else to have that much influence over the way you show up in the world, the way you feel, the way you act. We just need to take control over our feelings and our emotions in our life. And that starts with you taking responsibility for yourself and how you feel and how you think, and take care of yourself, which is all the same thing. All of that is just taking care of yourself. And by doing that, you'll be able to show up in a more positive light, and we all will be able to see it. And we can use you as an example to change our own lives for the better. Each one teach one. Teach somebody something positive. Show somebody something positive. That's it. Put it out there. It's positive. Positive. Not talking about folks, not gossiping about folks, not keeping up a bunch of mess that doesn't serve a purpose, excuse me, doesn't serve a purpose for anybody's life. Stop gossiping. Stop trying to figure out what other people need to do with themselves and with their life. Figure out your life, your mind, your heart, how you can affect the world in a positive way. Whether that means your world around you, or if you're out in the community doing bigger things than that too. But let's keep it cute and let's keep it positive, and let's focus on the way we think, act, and feel, and take care of ourselves. Take care of ourselves. There's people dying out here 50 years old, and I know things is happening, but this stress is too much, and it doesn't have to be. It don't have to be. We can do better because we need to focus on ourselves. I ain't finna let these kids stress me out. I ain't finna let these people in this world stress me out. I'm about to live my life and be happy. And if you not happy, then I ain't finna spend too much time around you. If you negative, I'm not about to spend my energy around you. If you every time you have an issue or a problem, you wanna uh just be ranting and raving about all this and that all day. No, no. All of that is affecting my energy. All of that is bringing me down, making me feel tired and exhausted. I mean, I know we got things we going through, but we gotta address it, deal with it, and move on. Move on. And we gotta mind our own business. A lot of times you be so stressed out, it ain't even your business. Like, I'm not about to do that. God ain't put us here to do that. To be just all up in somebody else's scenario. They need to live their life. That's why God gave them life, so they can live it. And I'm gonna live mine. Now I'm gonna help you and be here for you if I can, family, friend, loved one, or just stranger. But I'm not about to sacrifice myself for you. You don't want nothing out of life, fine. But don't call me complaining. Don't call me with all this other stuff. Change your mind, change your life. Okay? Love you. Take care.